Hi, I'm Brent.
And I'm Annie.
We're BandA RV Golf. Today is December 22nd, and it marks 6 months since we bought the coach. So, wanted to do a couple of things today. First of all, wanted to wish all of our family and friends a very Merry Christmas. We're very blessed.
And Happy New Year.
And a Happy New Year. But we're very blessed. We love our family. We love our friends. We miss you guys. We've got to see some family we wouldn't have got to see. And we're missing family that we got to see a lot more often than we do now. But definitely want to wish all of our family and friends a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. So with it being 6 months, wanted to ask a few questions and just have a little bit of a conversation about what it's been like 6 months on the road. So kind of first question out of the gate, favorite memory in the last 6 months?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I mean...
You want to think about it a minute?
Yeah, I think my favorite memory is just meeting up with, like, your brother and our friends and spending all that time with James. And just, I don't have one favorite memory. They're all good, but just the people that we saw.
I would agree. I think I liked our time on the zip sleds. What were they called? The
Alpine.
I liked our time on the Alpine slide. That was fun. We laughed so much that day, 2 days.
That was funny.
I remember I was upset at you because you didn't get the filming. I was watching your film first, and you didn't get the footage because you had your jacket zipped up over the camera, and then I couldn't say a thing because I quit filming at the start of the ride.
See, bocce.
But it was that was fun, and we got to go back the second day and do that. That was a lot of fun. Favorite golf course?
Oh.
Kimball, and Meadowlark Hills, and Gladstone.
Probably Gladstone.
Gladstone was probably my favorite.
Probably Gladstone.
I really like James Home Course. If I were just going on quality of course, it would probably be that. But Gladstone was so much fun.
That was so much fun.
Some challenging holes. Got to see so many deer.
But there was some gettable holes there.
Some gettable holes.
There was some gettable holes, which is kind of suckers you in sometimes. But
you got your first 2 eagles in the last 6 months.
Yes.
So,
2 eagles. Just not the hole in one yet.
Getting closer. Thing you've learned, thing you didn't either expect when we started out, and you've learned, okay, I got to deal with this or live like this or figure something out. Anything that you've learned that you didn't expect coming into this? I
mean, I think, we're so planned out, right? Everything was so structured and so planned. We knew where we were going from A to B, from one day to the next. We knew. So I think learning to shift when you can't leave on the day you want to, or you got to travel on a day you're not planning on. Or you got to divert because of weather or whatever.
Plan B.
Or C sometimes. So I think just rolling with it. And I think we did that pretty well.
Yeah.
Just a couple times we had to change plans.
Yeah, we changed plans quite a bit. We had that fire in Utah where we had to kind of hold up on the other side.
And we had landslide in Colorado.
Had a landslide in Colorado. We had to go up and around that, changed our plans. The paperwork to get the registration changed our plans.
Yeah.
My son getting out of the Air Force changed our plans.
Buying your mother and grandmother a house in Arkansas changed our plan.
That changed our plans for 3 weeks. Yeah, we've been on a constant change of plans.
We've been constant. I think that's why it feels like it's been longer than 6 months.
Yeah.
Because we have gone through Nevada, through Utah, through Nebraska,
Wyoming,
and then to come all the way across to Florida in 6 months.
Yeah.
And we've been parked here nearly a month.
Yeah.
So it seems like we've done a lot in 6 months.
I think for me, I thought I would have to be busier. I've got a very detailed maintenance checklist that I do every month, from air filters to air conditions to water filters and all those kinds of things. I thought I would be busier. A lot of people make out how drastic or how many problems there are, and I don't want to jinx this. We've had our share of issues, but we still have a pretty good life. We're not always running from problem to problem to problem, and I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I was worried about that, I think, and that's not as bad as I thought it would be.
Well, she's a good coach.
She's been a good coach.
That helps. She's pretty
and doing all the maintenance, I think,
keeping up with it.
Keeps up with things.
Yeah, keeping up with it.
All right, 6 months on the road. What advice would you give to somebody just starting out, maybe thinking about doing something like this, or just bought their first coach, getting ready to hit the road for the first time?
I mean, you can't ever say this enough, but you really have to like spending a lot of time together.
It's true.
I
it's
mean,
close.
I mean, it's not only space-wise, but even when you're on the road, you don't know anybody. You don't have any friends. You don't have any family. So it's just the two of you. And you think, oh, it's all these adventures all the time. There's a lot of downtime. And if you don't like your partner and you don't share the same interests, you're going to struggle a little bit.
Yeah.
And, people like, oh, your space. Even if when we had our sticks and bricks, it was just the two of us. We lived in one little area, so we happened to like each other, I guess. So
yep. I think for me, my mom still always says, "Are you having fun?" Like we're on a vacation, like we're on an extended vacation. Mm-hmm. One of the two things I think that I would tell somebody about getting into this. First of all, especially if you are full-time working like I am still, it is not a vacation. We are in different places sometimes, and we work around my schedule. So sometimes we've actually golfed less since we've been on the road than we did when we were in Sticks and Bricks. And that is because work is still the priority, work is still the focus. We got to hang around a lot of folks that are either recently retired or been retired for a few years, and they still have their, hey, let's get together at 2:00. Now I still have work and calls to make, and
yeah, the 3:00 happy hours are like what, 3:00?
Yeah. So the thing I would tell somebody new, maybe starting out on this, especially if you're working, is it can't be treated like a vacation. This is not glamorous, hitting Disney World every other week, and
I mean, the weekends certainly can.
Certainly, we still do take care of our weekends.
Yeah, weekends are that, but we would be that way if we were at home as well.
But you got to keep your focus, and especially in today's world, it's important to really realize that if you're going to work on the road, be focused, and then if you're not working, if you are retired and doing this, it can't be 7 days a week vacation.
Right.
I don't think.
No.
I mean,
even for me being quit tired or whatever they want to call it, even for me, since I don't work, it's not a vacation every day for me too. I have laundry, I have cleaning, I have, there's still a lot of things that I have to do in the day, so it's not a vacation for me. Now I do have time sometimes to go exploring, but I normally wait for the weekends when we can do it together.
The second thing that I would tell somebody starting out on this, if you're not handy especially, do your homework. If you're handy at all, the homework is going to help you with all the maintenance things you need to do, all the things you can do and should do on your coach. And I would say get specific. There are tons of videos out there for fifth wheelers and travel trailers and campers like that. A lot of those did not help us, and in fact, I got stuff that I didn't need because we're in an RV versus a fifth wheel. The torque wrench comes to mind, things like that. But I would say do your homework because there is a lot to do, and you need to know how to take care of some things. And I will just tell you, when we're around some others, sometimes I know how lucky I am to be handy. Thanks, Dad. And I get a lot of questions from people like that. Part of that is we've done our homework. We haven't had every problem that I can solve, but the homework helped me know what to look for and how to solve problems. So when we get a problem, I know a lot more than the average bear because of all the homework that we did. And I would say if you are not handy, the homework may not help you. I hope you've got a ton of spare cash because it's not cheap on the road.
Or lots of friends that could help you.
Or friends like me that can
help you. That can help you solve stuff.
There are a lot of people out there. We've talked to all kinds of folks over the last 6 months that love to share their tips and tricks and what they've had fixed and different things and stuff like that. So it's a very good community for that purpose. But I would say, either have a very safe, solid nest egg, because it is not cheap. I mean, you're talking hundreds of dollars for some simple stuff.
In some areas that you might be in, you can't even find anybody to work on it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have a specific problem and you can't find anybody to work on it, so do your homework is a good thing. I mean, we did our homework for 4 years before we bought.
Yeah.
So,
all right. So tell me, icing on the cake. What's been better than you expected? We kind of had this trip set out and planned to kind of figure out where we want to live and where we want to be and still work and everything. But what's been the icing on the cake along the way?
I think that's been in the past 2 months. I mean, the first 4 months we were traveling and we were visiting family and we were busy the whole time.
Yeah.
And we didn't really get to sit and meet people. And I think we struggled with that on the West Coast. But coming east, I don't know if our schedules allowed us more or
we got all this stuff done.
We got all the stuff done and we sat in Red Bay, Alabama for 3 weeks. So we had plenty of time to make friends. But we've met some really great people.
Yeah.
And it started really in Red Bay, right?
Yeah, Red Bay for sure.
In Red Bay, it started for sure. And then we were like, oh, so this was, and I think I asked you, was that the vision that you had when people are playing pickleball and golf together and drinks or whatever? That's what you had in mind, and you said yes.
Yeah.
And then we didn't really get that to Red Bay, and then we followed our friends, our new best friends, to Florida, which we've met even more friends here. So I think that's the icing on the cake, is that it's kind of like our new family, right?
Yeah.
This is our road family.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I would agree. I think getting to meet new people,
they have the
friends,
same likes that
same
we
interests,
have.
Same likes, same kind of lifestyle.
I was so anti-pickleball before I got here. I was like, that's an old people sport. I'm not playing that. I might be retired, but I don't want to do it. So, but our friends talked us into it, and now
we played 6 games today,
and I'm really sore. But it kind of interferes with my golf game.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Muscles and stuff.
There were different muscles, and I start hurting. But to have the same, and they golf.
Yep. We
ride bikes. We go to the beach. So I mean, we like to cook.
Yeah.
Everybody likes to cook.
Everybody likes to eat.
But everybody likes to cook, so that helps too.
All right. Next 6 months. What do you think for the next 6 months? More of the same? Slow it down a bit? What's your...
I think for the next 6 months, well, for the winter, we just have to wait until everything thaws, and I think after that, I'm kind of anxious to see other places.
Yeah.
We'll probably be done with the sun for a little bit and
go see those grandbabies.
See the grandbabies. That's the priority. See the grandbabies.
Yeah. I think slow it down for the next few months. let that winter come and go, and then spring comes around. We should be getting anxious. Maybe we have a place to come back to in South Florida. Maybe not, but we definitely know where we can come back to now.
Right.
And then for the summer, get up northwest where it's cooler for the summer, and go see some grandbabies, and then see from there.
Yeah. Sounds like a plan.
Well, again, thanks everybody, especially all those family and friends that are watching.
That we bugged to watch us, for hanging with us for the past 6 months. Thank you.
We appreciate it. We've enjoyed our time. It's not been all sunshine and rainbows. Because we're still working. Well, we just we say thank you to all of our friends and family for watching, and for those people we haven't met that have found our channel along the way. Thank you for watching. We appreciate it. We hope you have a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
My Mama Blanche.
And my Mama Blanche.
She watches YouTube now.
We appreciate you watching us, Mama Blanche. We love you. For my mom and grandma, we hope you guys are happy in your new home and for the first time this year. Happy birthday to my grandma. So when we get this video put out, it will be less than 6 hours or so.
She'll be
95. Congratulations, Grandma.
Good going.
I love that my grandma's still kicking at 95, and I always say it's because she's full of piss and vinegar. She's strong, got a good sharp mind, and I love that. Happy birthday, Grandma.
Happy birthday.
To those friends and family that we haven't spent enough time around, we miss you guys. We really do. My kids, my brother and his family, they're about to have their first grandbaby, so I can't wait for them. I'm so excited for them, and then to go get to see her Annie's family coming back from Japan for the last several years. So there's a lot to look forward to in the next 6 months, and our first year on the road. We'll do a check-in probably in another 6 months with you, but Merry Christmas to you all.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year.
See you later.